Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Code. So now, today, we will work on the processing of our input here, because we are making a text-based game and the inputs that we will put in will be one big string, and the thing with big strings is that in this string there will be multiple parameters and we need to separate them. So I went ahead and made a little something for that. I'll quickly walk you through how this works. So ignore this for now. We'll have a this is a function, processing string, proc string for short. So if the proc string count, C for count, I've made the names very long, so I won't accidentally use them somewhere else in the code. So then we have a term.write where we put our inputs in. This input will be read, and then an array will be made, the proc string array, and a proc string minimal, which will equal 1 as to start with. Then we shall repeat a little process to basically take each, we do string byte. What does string byte do? String byte takes a string input, which is what we wrote by term.write, and then an integer, and the integer here is 1 to start, and when if you have in your string and then an integer, then the integer number, like if you have 1, then the first the first character of your string will be stored, will be taken and converted into its byte value. So byte value is on your keyboard. Each letter, each character, it has a separate code for the computer to process, and this number will then be stored in an array. So you basically have your inputs decoded in an array, and then just have like every letter a separate part of the array. Now what will happen is when this is done, while it is doing this, it will look for when your inputs when the number for your inputs is 32. Now 32 is the number for the spacebar. What the spacebar does here is the spacebar that separates our parameters here. So when the spacebar is pressed, we want to everything that is before the spacebar, we want to store that as one of the parameters. So that is what this if part does. This part, what this does is basically decode. String.char will take a number which will be made by this, or can be manually put in, manually, not manly. That's very anti-feministic of me. And this number will be converted into a character, and then this character will be stored into how this will be done. We first have the array tempq, q from output, and with tempq count. Then we have minimal, we have assigned at 1, but we'll get back to that. Then we have our tempq thingy here, then dot string char, and then our number here. So the first the prog min was 1, so it'll first do the first number, then the second, until 1 before what proc string C is, and proc string C is where the space is. So it'll process all of them until 1 before the space. So that is one output. That's what is done here. Then we must have proc string minimal. Well, it's min is for minimal, but it is not a very accurate naming here. It'll be added one up, and here what needs to happen is that the minimal has to be added up one more, because up until this here proc string minimal equals proc string c, but then with the next parameter it'll also take the space we just found, so we need to add another one to the proc string min, so it'll start one after this space. Now this is a bit of inefficient coding here, because we basically have the same thing, but then when we're at done, when the proc string c equals nil, so at the end of the code, at the end of the string, there's the last word still has to be a separate parameter, so we have an equals nil here. And yeah, maybe there's some way that we can just do like when it is 32 or nil, but I haven't got that working, so I don't know. Maybe I'll figure it out. Maybe I won't. But basically does the same thing here. And then until we're done, until the number where it's at is nil, so when there are no letters left to process, then what it will return, it will use unpack, which will basically make sure I can return multiple outputs. Now this is a bit of inexperience on my part, because I know you need this unpack, but maybe there's a more efficient way, and we also have like only 5 here, while wait, yeah, okay, we only have 5 here, and maybe there's some way to like output all the values of the table, but yeah, okay. So the thing is, this function, what we can do now, we can do a, b, c, d if we want, e, whatever, equals proc string, right? Not sting, string. Wow, string. So now, and then we can basically print. We can print a, print b, c, d, and e, and save. And if we now go to test, we can give an input like why do oranges, why does fruit like me? I don't know. What will happen is all these words will just be separated into different parameters and will be outputted as separate parameters. But what we will see is that there will be no spaces, because the spaces are not part of our parameters here. We filtered those out. So basically what we have is we have split up our little input here. So what we can do, we can basically do things like if e equals nil, then print, wow, how French, error, else print a, b, c, d, e. So what we can do is we can have requirements for our input like this. Now if we were to do test, and with why does fruit like me? Me does not. Wait. It's wait. Let's quickly. No, we can. Okay, so now it'll error if we don't have the last words in. Now it'll say error because there is no last input. I actually meant to do this, but okay. So what can we do now? How is this interesting for us? We can let's say we have our pass to Patrick command. We first need to detect if a equals pass. Then we know that the pass command has been used. Then we must if d equals nil. So if we test now and we do a pass to Patrick, then it'll do action 1, which is pass, and it'll as parameter here have Patrick. So then we can have a separate function which will make the current player pass to Patrick. So there we have our main thing, our main string processor thing. Now we won't actually apply this yet, or maybe we will. Now, yeah, we're going to do this now. So we'll go to the game, and here we have our game. Then we will. We're not done with process string. Let's recall that. Let's rename that to input string. Then we'll have a separate function proc string, and it now have all the things don't make sense anymore. But yeah, let's keep this proc string and apply string. Yeah, that's a fancy word. Apply string with no inputs. Okay. So what this will do, let's get rid of those. And what this thing will do, it'll get the inputs. We'll do A, B, C, D equals equals proc string. And now we will add all the filters to it, all the filters to it. Like first, it needs. Is there any way where there will be 4 commands? Like we have pass to Patrick and run to goal, and no, I don't think so. We need to make a list here. If d does not equal nil, because if it does, then we will error. We will make a list here of things that need to be true, and if it is true, then if one of them is not true, then we will error. So let's see. Error if d does not equal nil. Furthermore, if a equals pass, then what things do we need to? We currently had planned pass to, but is the to word isn't actually necessary. So we might as well. Do we want to make it more friendly, like just make pass Patrick work? Or are we going to force people to use pass to? It would if let's see. Then that would mean that if C does not equal if C does not equal nil, that must be a condition then, if within pass. But if C equals nil, then we must change B to C. So if C equals nil, then C equals B. And so that then we'll have C here, and C will be the player. So do we need to detect whether a proper player name has been put in? Maybe we should, but we need a list of players then. So should we have some sort of check player function later on? Check player C. So if check player C equals true, then no equals. Okay, so this needed to be equals. Then if check player C, which is not actually a function yet, but I'll probably do that on my own. If check player C equals true, then it must do action pass C. Or maybe we'll just have or maybe we'll just have check player into action pass. We'll see. We'll see what we'll do. So that's all for the pass command. I think it is. Yeah. So that's all for pass. And now what more? There are more commands, but this isn't too interesting work. And you see the main gist of this. Basically, only the pass. Well, wait. Let's actually make this thing. Let's make a quick check player. Let's make a function check player. Let's just return true for now. And action pass E. Need to do function in front of it again. Function action pass to E. Print ball was passed to I. There we go. So then we'll end this function, and we can basically get this thing now. So, well, we can now just apply string. Apply string, and this is our whole code for now. So if we now go to game, and we made a mistake somewhere, 71, oh, error. Let's just print. Let's just print error. There we go. So if we now do game, and we give our input, is this capital? Let's see. well, let's just first make sure it works. Pass to Gary. Then the ball was passed to Gary, and error was given. Why was error given? Because it does it anyway. We need to have else here. There we go. So there we have. Oh, now the only thing I wonder, what if I were to do game pass to Gary. Okay. Wait, it didn't. Why didn't you say error? Because D equals nil. So else doesn't work here, or we'll just have a bunch of them. Well, okay. Anyway, this is basically the main gist here. You'll see, you see what's going on. This is quite the ugly thing, and these, what we have here until this part, are quite standard functions, so I might just put them up to Pastebin or something. And yeah, anyway, that will be it. Next episode we'll be making a little thing for actually creating players, and maybe we'll do this check player thing as well. And okay, anyway, that was it. Kisses to the missus, and bye guys.